lots of conversation has been around timeframes. Can you give us a bit of outline on what that looks for the team?
Yeah, we're out there, I guess, busting the myth that, to build it's going to take over 3 years. That isn't the case with us. We actually have some guarantees in place, and depending on where you build, we can almost guarantee that the home that you choose and you build with us is going to take 9 months or less. That's a guarantee that we put in place, and there's penalties to us, but that's how confident we are in delivering our products to our clients.
And obviously, that you got the two brands, the SW1 Homes and the Redink Homes. Does that apply for both, or is there slightly different standards across both different brands?
Yeah, it can. Ideally, with our Redink clients, they like to put a little bit more change and their own customisation to that. That does slow the build process down slightly. So depending on where they build and what it is that the design ends up being, we can also look at that and provide a further guarantee as well. But it also depends on where you choose to build.
And I guess that's exactly right. We can talk about land selection and stuff in a second. You talked about the difference in the brands. I guess because we're talking about it, we should touch on that quickly. Yep. Can you touch on the key difference between SW1 and Redink?
Yeah, definitely. So the SW1 product is more the standard. We don't allow too many changes. You can if you really like the design, but what it does is I guess throws out those guarantees. The Redink is more customised. There's a higher specification with those. The inclusions are far superior than a SW1. However, we've teamed up with really good suppliers to provide an entry level, really affordable home that has high quality finishes in it as well.
And Shannon, you know this better than anyone because I know you've spent a lot of time in what is going to be the new building, which we'll touch on very soon, but also the current building with the different options in the buildings.
Yeah, I think, I guess we've done the hard work for the SW1 clients. We've created, along with an interior designer, 3 pre-designed selections. So there's less that clients have to get overwhelmed with at pre-start. They can pick one of our 3 schemes, and that's what allows us to do it at such a pace. We've already priced it, we've already timed it, so yeah, they've been quite popular, whereas Redink, it's kind of back on the client with our pre-start consultant to pick and choose what they want.
I know which way I'd go because I am terrible at choosing stuff.
Yeah, less fights with SW1 clients when they're pre-selected.
And let's talk, you touched there, Trevor, on land selection. That's probably the biggest question you'd get, I imagine, outside of the house selection.
It is, yeah. And so we help guide the client as to what areas that they want to be in. So if it's, and funnily enough, just coincidentally, this time of year is where the developers are releasing their blocks of land after months and months of planning and the pre-release. So what we do for clients is sort of help select that particular block, and quite often they're available to us before they even hit the market. We've got to catch up after this with Richard and Dane, the 2 guys from the sales department in the Satterley Group. They've got a new release coming within Dalyellup. No one will know about it before we get our hands on it, which allows our clients who have already engaged with us to almost pre-select that block prior to it being available to the public as well.
So basically, you're getting a better chance of grabbing the block of land you want before anyone else gets the chance because you're going through a builder. That's how it sits?
Exactly. Yeah. And the advantage to the developer as well is that the clients, spoken to us, we've discussed what site works could be, the design that would suit that particular block as well. So they have a better understanding, and that's certainly what the developer supports. So there's that advantage of getting in touch with us that bit sooner.
And just on Dalyellup, that's a great example because, that is a suburb that we would put a build time guarantee into. If you drive down any of the roads in Dalyellup, you'll see a bunch of SW1 signs because we've done a lot of builds in there. And when you think the average rent of a Bunbury house, if you're out of that house 6 months earlier, you can be saving sort of $15,000 over that 6 months if we can get you into the house a bit earlier. So yeah, Dalyellup's a good example of that.
Yeah, a few mortgage repayments in there. But you're right, I've never thought about it like that. So it's a great way to think, and obviously opening up the chance to come and have a chat to the team, whether it be the SW1 or the Redink side of things. But mate, with location, we talked Dalyellup there, but obviously there is not everyone's building in Dalyellup.
Yeah,
as well.
That's right. Yeah, we've got clients in Spindrift and Arbor. Got a new release through the Yoke Property Group. That's out now. They are selling like hotcakes, so a lot of our clients were already, pre-booked their block as well. So with those sort of areas, we haven't shied away from not going there. So that gives us a stronger trade base than most. And also we pay rates that are slightly favourable for our trade so that we can attract the best and more reliable. When we're dealing with volumes as well, they certainly want to continue that flow of work so that they've got that consistency as well. And we're seeing that be available for not just our team but our trades as well, which is great.
What about as you push a bit further out, let's say down towards Margaret River, you get out to sort of Boyer Brook and stuff like that? What's sort of the go out that way?
Yeah, Boyer Brook's probably a stretch just because trades don't want to travel there. We have what's called loading. So depending on what the build is, we'll carefully pre-select whether or not it's within our scope. We do have a client that just started their build in Bridgetown as well. So, but with an area like that, we make it sure that the client's under no illusion that it's not a 9-month build time in that area. But again, we want to be able to still service those areas as well for clients that are stuck, not even being able to find a builder.
So I guess, Shannon, the best way is to come in and have a chat, talk to the sales team and run through the process because as we know and doing these conversations over the last month or so, that having all the information is the best key to success and that's what the team has.
Absolutely. And just on your point before about coming to the builder, maybe instead of going to find the land yourself, like I live in Busselton and I think my finger's on the pulse a fair bit with property down there, but we've got a local rep who lives there and she just found these 2 blocks in Willow Grove that I've been sitting on realestate.com for months and I hadn't even seen them and they weren't on there. So I think the best thing you can do is come and see us in our Bunbury showroom or our Busselton hub or jump online. We've got reps sort of from Margaret River to Australind and they know the area really well, probably better than what you would find just doing a Google search yourself. I would really recommend jumping online.
Boots on the ground is sometimes always the most important part. And talking about on the ground, let's talk about that fabulous new showroom. And so I'm looking forward to it. You've got me really excited about it. It is getting very, very close.
It is. Yeah, so our operations team moved in there on Tuesday. We're located Unit 5 Warehouse Street at the Homemaker Centre. So actually just behind where our SW1 building is. It's amazing space for our clients for the Redink brand to be able to go through and pre-select and see what's all their inclusions as well, which is, again, like I mentioned, a higher specification than our SW1 brand. We will open to the public on the 29th, which is a Saturday. So we'll have a grand opening there and our socials are full of some amazing images already of the space and the area, which is a game changer for us and our clients.